Now,
This is an example of an extra long shot. It's normally used at the beginning of a piece and is normally used to establish a scene or a setting. This is an example of a long shot. It normally shows the whole body and shows the body language as well and costume for mise en scène.
go.
Can you go back to your group, please?
This is an example of a medium long shot. It normally encompasses the same effects as a long shot, however it's slightly more closer up. This is an example of a mid shot. It is normally an ideal place to cut off and is good for use in conversation scenes. This is an example of a medium close-up shot. It is commonly used to show facial expressions and facial detail. This is an example of a close-up shot. It achieves most of the same objectives as the medium close-up shot, however, it shows more of the face and less of the other parts of the body. Other similar examples of this type of shot are big close-up and also extreme close-up. This is an example of a low camera angle shot. It is commonly used to show prominence and power. This is an example of an eye level shot. It is used typically within conversation scenes and suggests equality amongst the audience. This is an example of a high camera angle. It is typically used to signify vulnerability and isolation. This is a worm's eye shot. It is shot as if you were the view of a worm. It is normally too extreme to be used in mainstream cinema and is commonly used in films such as superhero movies to show the extreme power. This is an example of a canted or a tilted camera angle. It is mostly used for comedic purposes and sometimes is used to carry the theme of dizziness or confusion. This is an example of a bird's eye camera shot, which is commonly used to give the audience a good idea and a sense of the scene around them. This is an example of a pan left and a pan right manoeuvre. It's involved with the camera staying in a fixed position, however, the camera will move left and right and tilt. This is an example of a crab left and a crab right shot. It involves the camera staying at the same angle, however, the camera will move typically on a trolley, left or right on the subject. This is an example of a track in or track out camera shot. It's similar to the previous shot, however involves the camera moving in and out on a subject. This is an example of a zoom in and zoom out camera shot. It is commonly used by zooming the camera lens in and out. This is an example of a ped up or ped down camera shot. It's similar to tracking in and tracking out, however the camera moves up and down. This is an example of a tilt up or tilt down camera shot. It is done by keeping the camera in a fixed position, however, tilting the camera angle up or down.